I'm Dr. Joseph. I head the Department for Cardiovascular Sciences at Columbia Sarjapur Road, Bangalore. With the present pandemic, there are a lot of precautions that need to be taken for cardiac patients. As you may be already knowing, those who have heart diseases are particularly vulnerable for this virus. So we have set into place certain protocols once this lockdown is lifted and the disease continues in the country and continues to increase. We are concerned that the patients should be safe when they come to take care with us. So some of the things that we have altered from before are like we don't have any walk-ins into the hospital in the cardiac department. We give them all appointments, and they come at a time and they spend minimum time for us to see us. The waiting area outside the cardiac surgical OPD is made exclusive so that those who are sitting there are not exposed to others waiting in with other illnesses in the hospital. We also have appointments fixed online so that patients can go directly to the concerned sections for doing their tests or giving their blood. And then if we are free to see somebody from the team is free to see them with the reports, then we call them up and we see them immediately. Otherwise, they are asked to leave, go back home, and then we do a teleconsultation to continue the dialogue. We also call them into the hospital at times when it's less crowded and they need to spend only minimal time. So we also encourage them to make payments online so that they don't wait in queues unnecessarily in the hospital. And thus we minimize their exposure to other patients and other people when they are in the hospital. Of course, it goes without saying that wearing a mask is mandatory for everyone who enters the hospital. And as a piece of advice for all public, I would like to say it at this point that wearing the mask always is the sure shot way to control this pandemic, and everybody should respect that. About other areas in our unit which we have taken special care is, of course, when we admit the patients, we do what is called as reverse isolation. That is, we isolate a healthy person for a few days in the hospital and see how he is faring. So the patient and the attender, and if it's a child, the mother and father, whoever is staying with the patient, does not leave the room. And they stay there like as if they're staying at home. They take care of themselves. We don't have any nurse or anybody else going into the room. And they measure temperature every 4 hours and they report it to the nurse. So we just look at to see whether they are okay and they are afebrile, they have no signs of any disease before we operate them. And these rooms are separate, they are isolated. We don't allow the attender also to go roaming around the place. They stay there. And once we take the patient for surgery, then the attenders go back home. And everything after that in the ICU care, everything is managed by the staff and the doctors. And we show the patient to the relatives over a telemedia. And we explain. They can also interact if they can speak to them and they can, but it's all done as a telemedia. We no longer allow patients to enter into our ICUs where there's a chance that somebody else may be exposed. We also isolate them further after their intensive care treatment in the surgery. They are isolated in the same area, and only on the day of discharge we bring in the attender and allow them to interact for a few hours. We teach them how to do the various medication and other procedures for the patient that may be necessary, and then they are discharged. And when they are discharged, they are advised to quarantine themselves at home again. Now, there's some regarding quarantine. Wherever it is possible, most of our procedures are semi-emergency or emergency, so this is not strictly possible, but we try to see that they are self-quarantined at home 2 weeks and given an elective date wherever possible, so that we again further reduce the risk of them having any COVID infection when we are going to do the surgery. In the operating room, we are completely geared up. We have a separate system for scavenging the air from the operating room so that it is not recirculated in the OR. This is a challenge because we have to maintain very low temperatures in our cardiac operating rooms, and they're able to do it. And the air which comes in is triple filtered so that the chance of a virus entering in that air which is circulated in the operating room is very, very minimal. Our anesthetists and the anesthesia team people, they use special respirators when they are dealing with the patient for intubation, extubation, that is putting the patient on ventilator and taking him off the ventilator. And the entire staff is wearing suits which are not permeable to the virus, and also from our own side we don't transmit anything to the patient. With all these precautions, and the staff are continuously given the drill that when they go to their homes or their hostels, they have to be very careful that they maintain social distancing and be very careful that they don't get exposed. Nobody in the team is allowed to go unnecessarily to places to visit or things like that, so that we are sure that our team remains healthy, which is also equally important for delivering critical care and cardiac surgery.